Dr. Read the Puddle, Cast Aluminum Repair, Part 2.
Welcome back to Dr. Read the Puddle. If you remember last week, we tried to repair an aluminum casting. It was actually a golf ball cleaner. And every time I tried to strike an arc on it, inside the material there was epoxy and it kept blowing my tungsten, blowing the weld out. So I've decided today to make an actual repair that we can weld up and make it look decent. So I took this old aluminum cast aluminum lathe cover and I just took it to the vise, clamped it down, and took a couple big chunks out of it. If you look closely, you'll see that I've prepped the surface, I've V'd out that crack and tried to fit it up as best as I could. Think of it as like a puzzle and trying to put the pieces back together. Now, there was no paint on the surface of this aluminum, which allowed me to take a designated aluminum flap disc that's used for stainless only. It's a stainless flap disc and you can use it on aluminum, but keep it separated from the rest of your tools so you don't mix it up with anything greasy or paint or any kind of material that would embed itself into that aluminum. So we're going to weld this up today using a 4043 filler wire, probably an 1/8 inch wire, because this is a pretty good size V in here. We want to fill in that material pretty easy. I do have a zirconiated tungsten. The zirconiated tungsten balls up real nice and you're less likely to have tungsten spitting on that tungsten, so it's actually going to work a lot better than a pure tungsten, and that should help us get some good cleaning action running AC on that cast aluminum. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get set up, try to get the camera in a place where you guys can see it, and hopefully you'll be able to see that material actually filling in the cast. So I will be right back. Okay, see, we're ready to go. So get that puddle started. And definitely wait, don't be real anxious with that filler material. We got to let some of that DC positive from that AC half cycle burn into that aluminum, clean off some of that impurities out of there. You take your time dipping. The longer you wait, the cleaner your puddle will get. Go through that tack there. Getting to the end, we don't want to blow our end away, so back out on that foot pedal. Nice and low at the end. All right. Remember, when you get to the end, take your time. The ends like to really melt away, so back out on that foot pedal, kind of feather it a little bit. That way you get a nice finish on there. Turn this one, hopefully you guys can still see this. Finish up nicely there. Okay, as you can see, we were able to make a pretty clean repair on this lathe cover. It worked out very well. We put it back to where it's pretty much the same shape as it was when it was original. So in some situations you'll want to weld up to backside if it's a strength issue, but this is just cosmetic and it's going to go back on the machine and be in good shape. So you don't necessarily need to weld the backside of every casting unless it's a strength issue. So hopefully you learned something, and if you like what you see, hit the subscribe button and I'll make more videos, and have a very happy and safe Thanksgiving. I'll see everyone next week.